One film that goes down in your career as a very important one, which is Main Hoon Na.
This is the first damn bloody song of the film.
This is Chale Jaise Hawaye.
Chale Jaise Hawaye. My entry in the film, and I've tripped over somebody and I'm going and she's going to take this. So I said, cut, 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 cut. She got so mad at me. She said, how dare you say cut on my set? Threw a chappal at me, I remember. Like we all like dodging, like Farah, Ma. Quite honestly, the set of Main Hoon Na, Shah Rukh, he's just such a wonderful man in the sense that, he's so innovative in his thinking and he's so warm on the set. And, when you come on a set there, you're made to feel like a star. Hi guys, this is Zayed Khan and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
You've seen it all. I can, when we speak about your career and how there are films that have been appreciated for your work, and then unfortunately they have not done well for whatever reason. But one film that goes down in your career as a very important one, and while we speak about it, I can see this poster here too, which is Main Hoon Na.
Oh my God.
My quick question, first question to you is, did you have to grow your actual hair for this role?
So I grew it mid-length,
Huh.
and Farah wanted it even longer and wilder. So we had to put extensions on, and extensions to be put at that time was not easy. Huh? They had some glue thing and all of that.
Every day on the sets you have to do this?
No, not every day. Once.
Acha, okay.
And then you have to sleep. The bad part is you have to sleep with it. So it's like whenever you sleep and you put your head down, it's like things are pulling at your, your scalp. So it wasn't comfortable, honestly. But yes, my hair was long till here, and then there were extensions still there. And the worst part was when we had to do a reshoot of something, and then I had to take those extensions out, do my short, and then put the extensions back on again to do the scene that we had to reshoot. Oh. And it was an 8-hour process. But yeah, I mean, when you are in an atmosphere like that, and when you are on a set like that, you're just let's get it going, man. I want to get on the set and I want to do this movie and I want to give it my best. So.
But an out and out Bollywood masaledar film with everything in it. It was drama, emotion, so much of dancing. How was it working on it? What memories do you have with this film?
Oh my God. So many memories, man. So many memories. I mean, the dancing was, honestly, if you had asked me to go and dance in the nightclub, I was an amazing dancer.
Yeah.
But if you asked me to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it was like, "Arey yaar, ye kya ho raha hai?" So I remember Geeta and Farah. Geeta was put upon me for 1 month, and she ruggerified me so badly, I can't tell you. Because I had 2 left feet for Bollywood dancing at some point in time. And she got into my head. She said, open the door, open the door, open the door, patang udao, patang udao, patang udao. It was I was like, oh, okay, so that's what it is in the head of everybody. So I was like, okay, fine, that makes sense. It's like, so I spent about, because of that, I think I became a dancer because of that one-shot song that Farah was taking, and that time it was filmed, so 400 feet cans, and I remember we were shooting in Darjeeling, and the camera was about to come to me, after 2 minutes of Amrita and everything.
This is Chale Jaise Hawaye.
Chale Jaise Hawaye, my entry in Main Hoon Na. And it was coming, and we are getting ready. And all of a sudden, one dancer falls down, and he starts getting a fit.
Oh.
Because we had done so many rehearsals, high altitude, less oxygen. So I'm thinking, oh my God, he's down now. The camera will come on me, and what do I do? Should I save him, or should I kind of go in for the step? So Farah's like, Zayed, get ready. I'm like, shit, what a situation to be in, yeah. And I went for it and I tripped over him, you know. And she says, continue, continue, continue. And in my head, I'm like, this is the first damn bloody song of the film, my entry in the film, and I've tripped over somebody and I'm going and she's going to take this. So I said, cut, 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 cut. She got so mad at me. She said, how dare you say cut on my set? I said, Farah, there are people dying down, you know. What do you want me to do? You know? And then finally, it was such a, she almost threw a chappal at me, you know, I remember. I'm like we all like dodging, you know, like, kahan se aane wala hai chappal, you know, types. So, yeah, it was
I thought it got part of the set, and I wanted to go back and just watch it now. Like, really? Did this happen? Did I miss it?
you should ask Geeta. I mean, she was like Geeta Ma, and Farah Ma. Both of them, they were just super people, and you know, I mean, quite honestly, the set of Main Hoon Na was a set that was made with love, and you know, there were like people who were passionately involved in making a film happen. You know, and Shah Rukh, he's just such a wonderful man in the sense that you know he's so. He's so innovative in his thinking and he's so warm on the set, and you know when you come on a set there you're made to feel like a star, you know. I remember we had there was one pizza eating shot, and this one pizza company was doing the you know what do you call it, advertisements in film advertisements, and when they came with the pizzas out there, they were like frozen pizzas. Now, वहाँ पे every time, it was so cold, every time you went to the kitchen and got the pizza, sort of hot, and by the time we came back, and light, and camera, and cloud, and this and that, pizza got cold again. And Shah Rukh had to take a bite and show कि cheese निकल रहा है, you know, pizza से. तो हो ही नहीं रहा था वो. तो Shah Rukh very smartly, he says, just give me chewing gum, guys. He takes chewing gum in his mouth, and he's eating the chewing gum. He says, take the shot. He bites the thing and he pulls it like the chewing gum coming out. And I was like, wow, you know, that's such good thinking.
So that shot, which we feel is a cheese, actually is a chewing gum.
It's chewing gum coming out.
Amazing.
It's, I mean, that's, you know, strangely, that's what actors have to do sometimes. You have to be so innovative. Because so much time, and you know, you're always chasing time. You're always chasing schedules, and so yeah, it was one of the many anecdotes of Shah Bhai that I enjoyed watching.
And how much of a connection was you and Lakshman together, like the real life to the real life? Were you that popular in college, by the way?
Yeah, I was very popular because I was a sportsman.
Okay.
So every time you like, you know, have you seen Archie comics?
Yes.
Yeah. So whenever you excel in one sport, whatever your college name is, say Riverdale High, you get an R behind your jacket. So I was in Cody International School, and I was like basically amazing in most sports like volleyball, football, basketball. So I excelled in 4 sports. So I got a big K on my thing, and those are like bragging rights, right? Like when you wear that jacket with the big K at the back, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, he's like, you know, he's like that guy, he's like that guy. So yeah, I mean, I was popular in the sense that I was very easy to be with. At the same time, I knew exactly how to handle my juniors, and you know, how to get them to, you know, do the right thing sometimes.
Oh my God, you're an absolute Lakshman, that means.
I was, yeah, I mean, it was like plug and play, really. I mean, I'd come out freshly out of like London Film School also. And I was a bit of a hipster. Like, I mean, I spent a lot of time in Goa being a hippie, you know, and just enjoying that entire like lifestyle, and, you know, and you never know what life teaches you. So yeah, Lakshman was it was a rebellious character, right? But like inside his heart, he was a good guy. He was just dished a bad set of cards.
Right.
And I think I remember that scene where I had this long monologue where I'm talking to my father, and he. I was so nervous on that shot because there was Kiran Kher, Shah Rukh Khan, Farah, Mani Kandan, the cinematographer, and they all were expecting like me to blow this out of the park. And I made so many faux pas while doing that. At one point in time, everybody started laughing on the set, and that just killed my spirit, man. It crushed my spirit. And I remember Shah Rukh very sweetly coming to me. He's like, "Aja, let's go in the van." He said, "Let's do lines together." He didn't have to do that,
Yeah.
but he did. And we rehearsed a couple of times, and he says, "Do me one favor. Internalize this. Don't say it in a filmy way. Internal कर दो उसको. हर बात को internal कर दो." At that point, I had a eureka moment. My entire neuro pathways opened up. It's like, oh, so this is what acting is. And I went there and I gave the take, and there was a little silence after the take got over. And then I just heard everybody clap after the scene was cut. And it was like, wow. And I remember Shah Rukh winking at me and to tell me, you see, it's just the little things that you have to like focus on. And yeah, man, so, we had the good fortune of working with some lovely people.
Wow, what a moment.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, Main Hoon Na definitely becomes a huge, huge hit. What was going on in your mind, Zayed? Were you worried that what's going to come next? What was running through your mind?
I mean, I was hit like a train wreck, with success all of a sudden that came. It was so too much,
Did you feel like, oh, now I'm in the league?
Of course you do. I was 23 years old, Urmin. I mean, I was 23 years old. I was a star. I was making my own money.
Yeah.
I could make my own decisions.
You remember your first remuneration?
I told you I was the highest paid, I think, newcomer. I'm not going to give you the figure though, but you can check it up with them.
Okay, please continue.
So, not in Main Hoon Na though.
In Chura Liya
Main
Hai.
Hoon Na, they said you should pay us. No, I'm kidding. But I would have if I had to. So, quite honestly, after success like that, now films come to you and they choose you.
Right.
It's not the other way around. What you are looking for is to work with the best people. And when I mean the best people, not people with the greatest amount of wealth, but the best craftsmen, the best people of their know-how about filmmaking, people with good credibility. Because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. It's one thing doing one character and everybody loving it, right?
Yeah.
And then the expectations rise, and you got to be like, do I do this like that again? And, no. So the idea is to work with directors who bring variables to your game. So you're the constant, they're the change. So the constant and the change keep interacting, and a new variable is formed. So I remember I was flooded with like offers. I think I signed over 20 films after Main Hoon Na. And it was strange because my wife Malaika, her father passed away during this time, and I loved him a lot. He was a lovely guy. He was just like an angel chap. So I went to her house and I told her, I said, pack your bags, I'm going to marry you. And when I said that, I think about 15 of my producers, they called me up and says, "Tu pagal ho gaya? Kya kar raha hai tu?" He said, "Kyun, kya hua sir?" So he said, "यार, female fan following पूरी मतलब मिट जाएगी यार, तू क्या कर रहा है?"
Yeah, you're at the peak of your career.
Peak of my career, but she was the love of my life, and I got my checkbook out. I signed back 15 movies to them, and I asked them. I said, "Thank you very much, sir, but that ain't happening." So that was where my morals and my ethics stand.
I believe you had to also propose to her 4 times.
These are all women stories, yeah. You know, they have so many 4 anniversaries, 4 times. You know, half of them you don't remember. You know, according
We
to
need
me,
to
every
speak to
day,
her. We need to get this
every
right.
day is an anniversary for me. You are the
What is this
best.
4 proposals? But 4 proposals किए आपने.
अरे वो 4 proposal क्या? The first time we met, then when we broke up, then when we got back again, then the marriage before the marriage, then the अरे यार, I'm like, आप खुश नहीं हो क्या? आप बताओ ना कि हम जाएंगे कहीं पे. एनिवर्सरी मत बोलो, बताओ मैं बोर हूँ,
Love
मैं
it.
बोर हो गया हूँ, चलो चलते कहीं पे यार. लेकिन ये मत बोलो कि आप एनिवर्सरी भूल गए हमारे.
I think this part is the most that people, women especially, can relate to. This conversation, right? कि देखा ऐसे होता है.
Seriously, but it's of course it's she's been my soulmate. We have 2 beautiful children, and it's now time because I've been a very like altruist kind of a person. I'm not always after being aggressively number one, or you know, सब कुछ खाना है मुझे, you know, मैं दिखा के रहूँगा सबको. I feel that's a very immature way of looking at things. For me, I do things for the people I love. They give me my strength, and they give me my sadnesses too.
Yeah.
But when they tell me, "Papa, I want to see you be an actor again," I tell them, I said, "I'm not going to be around if I become an actor." Do you realize that? They're like, "So what? We want to see you again." And they've always sort of wondering why people take pictures of me and all, especially growing up, because they had seen movies of mine, but they never seen me like actually go and work on a set, because I try to keep them a little distant, especially in today's world, and don't want too much social media about them, and you know, it gets to their head. So yeah, for me, I was like, okay, let's do it, you know. I tried a lot of things. I knew getting back into the industry was going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because you know, everything is a young man's game right now, and so much focus is put over, like, you know, social media and this and you know, I'm a private person, and you know, I don't believe that, you know, one should be constantly in public eye. You will get fatigued at some point in time, and so will they. So I went around, wasn't received very well, but I don't blame anybody. Hi guys, this is Zayed Khan, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.